Okay, so let's begin. Let's hide this stuff. Sorry, real quick. Okay, so my name is Jake Francoeur, and I am the Haldeman County Digital Service Squad member. So the Digital Service Squad assists businesses by providing information about grant programs and opportunities that may be available to them. They also offer free services to businesses, including 360-degree photography, SEO analysis, and help with digital marketing and more. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to talk about here. So there's going to be some questions that we can do at the end. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to type it in chat or you can raise your hand as well if that makes it easier for yourself. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about a couple of different topics. The main three topics that we're going to talk about is the definition of search engine optimization. So recognizing what search optimization is and how it affects your business. Assess. So we're going to learn how we can assess our business and assess the existing SEO that we have built into our business. And then we're going to learn about how we can improve our SEO. So learn how you can efficiently enhance your business's discoverability using search engine optimization. So what is search engine optimization? So let's talk about it a little bit. So search engine optimization is built upon a number of different factors built around your website. So these here on the screen here, we've kind of laid out four of the factors itself for clarity. So let's take a look. So first we have keyword. So number one is keyword. So keywords are specific terms related to your business that are commonly used when searching for topics related to your sector of business. A good example for this can be coffee would be a strong keyword for a cafe, or tea would be a strong keyword for a cafe. And these keywords are built in different spots on your website. Some of them are hidden in the back end of your website, and a lot of them are on the front end of your website, and they're built into the descriptions, the URLs. They're kind of all over the place in a mixed bunch, and we're going to talk about where is important to focus on improving those keywords and where is important to, incorporate as much as possible. So let's talk about URL. So number two is URL. So our URL, your website's domain name, is one of the strongest keywords that will be associated with your business. The information that follows your domain name is a core factor in the strength of your SEO. So we kind of see we have an example down here at the bottom, and it says www.test.ca, and then there's a backslash. So the words generally that follow that backslash are going to be page relevant to your website. So what this means is if I own a website that sells a cat toy or something along that nature, likely what this is going to look like for me is test.ca slash cat slash cat toys or cat food. It's going to be relevant to what I'm selling on that page, and it's going to be relevant to my business. Generally, what we're looking for is like something like cat toys is going to be a searched term, right? Like people are going to go on Google and search cat toys because that's what they're looking for. So you want that to align with your URLs is what the Googler's intent. So let's talk about number three. Number three is copyright. So the copyright that you use as product descriptions, headers, footers, and everywhere else on your website that incorporates text will be used in the process that determines when your website is appropriate result for a question asked to a search engine. So what we kind of have to do here is we really have to put ourselves in the shoes of the Googler, of the person that's asking the question to Google. And we kind of have to break down what those questions look like and what we can expect questions to be related to our business. So again, what's that going to look like? So let's talk a little bit about an example that we can use. So we can go back to the cafe because that's a pretty easy example to use. So the terms that are probably going to be searched for by the Googler for the cafe is going to be cafe near me, drink specific near me. Geographical locations are going to be big there. So for our community, it's going to be, Caledonia Cafe or Cafe in Haldeman, something like that. That's going to be a question. You want the question to have like a build to it. You don't want it to just be one or two words like coffee store because most people aren't going to Google that term. They're going to Google like a string of words that make up a question. So it's going to be, coffee store near me or where can I get coffee in Caledonia? It's going to be things like that. So in our text, in our copyright on our website, we want to organically incorporate these phrases without sacrificing our reading comprehension. So, yeah, it's a pretty big important thing. It's something that takes relatively some practice to get used to. Basically, I'm going to show you an example later on what I mean by high quality copyright and low quality copyright. So basically, I just want people to understand what we're talking about in this area right now, and I think that we've achieved that. So let's talk about number 4. So number 4 is backlinking. So backlinking your website in sector-related indexes can be a very strong way to bring organic website traffic your way. Some examples of this could be blogging, sector indexes. So a sector index, let's talk about that. That's a big word or a random word. So we'll talk about that a little bit. So what we're talking about when we say sector indexes is things like Airbnb, food review, product review, restaurant indexes. So, it could be like Grubhub or Airbnb if you own something, putting your property as a listing on there for rentability. Having that secondary route of discoverability aside from your own channel, which is your website, is pretty big in certain sectors. So a good example of this could be we can use Airbnb in a motel or something. If I owned a motel and I put my website on it or my listings on Airbnb, and then I backlink that to my website, not only am I getting the opportunity of someone booking through Airbnb, but I'm also like, we're taking from their website traffic and bringing it over to ours, right? Because our website might have 300 to 500 organic monthly traffic built from SEO and other discoverability channels. But by using Airbnb's website traffic, which is probably going to be like in the 10 million, 5 million, something like that, really big number. If we even get 0.00001% of them to come to our website, it benefits us greatly, right? So that's what backlinking is. It's generally having a external body of work, whether it be a blog, index, or anything that has a hyperlink involved that leads back to your website, okay? So analyzing existing SEO. So analyzing existing SEO is important because it allows us to build off and revamp any existing search engine optimization that may already exist in our website. So there are a lot of paid and free services and programs that assist businesses with search engine optimization. An example of a free resource is SpyFu. So on the right here, you can see this picture. This is SpyFu. We're going to go through the picture in a second and kind of explain what you're seeing and what it means. You can use SpyFu to generate a report on your website that outlines existing search engine optimization, how your keywords are performing, and any links associated with the domain. You can use this information to make educated decisions regarding your search engine optimization. So let's take a look at this picture here. So on this picture, you can see the business in hand. I'm not going to disclose what business it is. It's not even from our province, so it doesn't really matter. You can see they have 656 organic keywords built into their website. So that's through their URL, through their copywriting, through backlinks, all of that counts towards this. So you can see here that this is their chart of organic growth. So you can see this green line indicates their website traffic, and you can see it's gradually going up. So what can we take away from this, right? So if I was the business owner for this website, what I can take away from this is I can see that right off this chart, right? In October, we made a decision and made a change that greatly impacted our business, whether it be a marketing decision, taking on new product, or opening a new service, whatever it is, we need to take a look about what we did in October, maybe even September, and how it influenced our website traffic so much. So this is a really good indicator that we're doing things right, and we can really identify what it is that made this impact for us, right? So you can see here estimated monthly SEO clicks. So we're getting 178 clicks off our 656 keywords. Our estimated monthly SEO click change is plus 47. So that what that means is our average clicks of people that originate elsewhere and come to our website via keywords is improving by 47, right? Which is a good number to see. So you can see here, improved ranked keywords is 321. So of our 656 keywords, 321 have improved in rank. So what that means is if I have a keyword that could be, dog walking Haldeman as my keyword, and my keyword, that's one of my 656. When it's improving, what that means is if it's currently on page 7, rank 38, improving would mean that it could have went up to page 5, 32, or whatever it may be. It's just the ranking has come closer to the first page of Google. Okay, so newly ranked keywords, these are new keywords that we've established on our website that are being identified as Google but as keywords. So great to see. And lost keywords. So these are keywords that, may have been higher up on the Google index. So it might have been on the first page, second page, and it's lost rank due to relativity. So that could be just inactivity of people searching that term. It could be competition. It could be a lot of things. Okay, so we're going to move on. Again, at the bottom here, you can see www.spyfu.com. That is the website for this service. You can use it for free. So I would recommend that. So keywords. Keywords are an important front and back end component of our search engine optimization. The footer is a great location to take care of hard to associate keywords like geographical keywords. Incorporating geography in our footer opens up a stream of discoverability. Example, coffee shops near me, Haldeman Cafe, Caledonia Cafe. So what I have here is this picture. This is off Amazon's website. This is a little bit different than what we're aiming to do, but this is just to show you how much information you can put in the footer. This is all at the bottom of their website in the footer. So the footer is located at the very bottom of your website. It's generally a static section of the website that goes from page to page to page. It's on every page and it generally conveys the same message on each page. So you can see they have theirs set up in a link section. So you can actually click these and get redirected to different parts of their website. So they're using these as just discoverability links. It counts as SEO and it's a good discoverability. But what we would likely use it for is geographical for small business. So things like service locations, community areas that we're servicing, these are hard to associate keywords. It's hard to build a sentence that goes, we're happy to say that we serve Caledonia, Cayuga, Dunnville, Jarvis, Haggard. It's hard to list all of those and still have it as a cohesive sentence. So this is a really good place for us to say, communities we associated with, or whatever you want to do, or communities we serve, and then list them in a fashion like that, and just Haldeman, Caledonia, Haldeman, Norfolk, whatever you want to put. It's a great place to put that stuff. Okay. You can also put other information there too, but I would generally say is assess the keywords that you're trying to apply to your business and determine which ones are going to be the hardest to incorporate into either sentence structure or into the URLs, okay? And then those ones I would place here, okay? So strong and relevant URLs. This is a really good example. So optimizing URLs is one of the simplest and most impactful changes you can make in relation to search engine optimization. Most website hosts make it very easy to edit the information provided in your URL and meta descriptions. In the image, you can see the Google search is dog food. So I've searched up here, you can see dog food. The optimized URLs you can obviously see are like PetSmart here. We see PetSmart.ca, and then you see dog food, dry food, right? Those are all going to be search terms. You can see it on all of them, follow that same category of optimizing their URLs for relevant to their business keywords. So let's talk about meta descriptions. So meta descriptions are something that will come through to Google like here, where you have your URL and then you have this slight small description underneath that actually isn't available on your website. This is something that's front facing for Google. So you can edit these through your website. They're generally the place to edit them is associated with where you changing your URL is. It's usually in the domain section or in the page section, somewhere like that. Wherever, whatever host that you use for your website, you can always hop on Google and just say, how to change URLs in Wix or Shopify or wherever you are, okay? So let's talk about optimized meta descriptions. So really good place to put some of your stronger product related keywords. So think about it this way. If I'm selling dog food, I want my meta description on my Google page surrounding dog food to be about dog food, okay? So you can see here, let's look at some of the ones that they have here. So this one on the bottom's pretty good. So here are the Dog Food Advisor's top 20 best dry dog food brands for the current month. So you can see here, this is a pretty keyword heavy sentence. You have dog food, top 20 best dry dog foods, dry dog food. You have a lot in there, right? Best dry dog food. So that's a really optimized meta description. And that description is going to come up if you search anything related to those terms in the meta description. So if you search dog food, top 20 best dried foods, if you search any of that, that's going to come up. So that's the power of our meta description right there, okay? So let's go on to the next one. So creating high level copyright. So high-level copywriting includes attractive and efficient descriptions and text blocks that help consumers justify their purchase while at the same time incorporating relevant keywords without compromising comprehension. So you can see here, this is a really good example, these spaces here. This is something that compromises comprehension, right? So if something as big as a space can compromise your comprehension when you're reading something, having a lot of keywords in there can really ruin it. So let's look at the example here. So Game of Thrones season 6 is coming to some clarity for avid followers with the help of Jon Snow actor Kit Harington. Fans of Game of Thrones have been hoping against odds that Kit Harington will still bring Jon Snow back in Game of Thrones. So you can see how many times you're saying Game of Thrones and Kit Harington and Jon Snow, and it's just every 3 words is a new keyword structure, and it makes it very wordy and very uncomfortable to read. It makes it feel like you're reading an advertisement aloud, or like you're projecting some kind of sales sentencey pitch. It's very strange to read for the human mind. So this is a really good example of way too much keywords, way too little comprehension. Like at this point, it's very hard to tell even what the topic that you're reading it is, and it may be something that you read to the end and then have to start back at the beginning and reread just to understand it. So this is a good example of copyright that includes relevant keywords but compromises on its reader comprehension and appeal. This example will have discoverability but may struggle to retain those who arrive on the website. We want to incorporate keywords but do not want to sacrifice the quality, right? So, you know, when we're talking about these things, there's quality on different levels. There's quality on aesthetics, there's quality on, SEO, there's quality on reading comprehension. We want to achieve the best of all of this without sacrificing in one of them, right? So we don't want something that's really discoverable but really bad to read, or we don't want something that looks really good but is not discoverable, right? So these are really, really important parts of the website that we need to make sure are, up to par. So backlinking. So a backlink is when one website links to another with a hyperlink text. An example of a backlink is any article you find that links to another source or website. You can find examples of website backlinks all over the internet, especially on popular blog sites that linked back to relevant content. So backlinks open up a new stream of discoverability for your website. The addition of backlinks can be an amazing way to boost your website traffic. So let's look at this example a little bit. So this is an example of 2 things. So this is an example of affiliate marketing and an example of backlinking. So you can see here, this is one of those websites, best laptop 2023, 15 best laptops you can buy. And then it lists the laptops from 1 to 15 in an order of what they would recommend, right? So, all of these listings, like Apple MacBook Air M2, this is SEO, right? If you click that link, it's going to bring you back to the Apple website, which is exactly backlinking, right? But also this is affiliate marketing because these businesses are paying for these positions, right? Apple has paid this website to be the #1 spot on this list. So you have to take that as a grain of salt when you're doing this. A lot of this stuff is paid, right? And we don't want to do paid stuff because that's just not feasible for our small businesses. We're looking to have our backlinking in public places with high web traffic that are sector relevant to us without having to pay a large sum of money. So in the example, the article is titled Best Laptops 2023, which contains different laptop models and brands that are supposed to be verified as the best laptops of the year. Each of these rankings contains SEO copywriting in the descriptions, a hyperlink that leads back to the website's brand, or the brand's website, in this case, Apple. So this is a really good idea. This is what you want to do, but you want this to be on, blogs or whatever it may be. If you're a dog walking business, you want to be featured in, the newspaper. You want to be featured in blogs as, Small Haldeman's best dog walker or whatever it may be. These are the things that you want, right? Or you want to write a blog and post it somewhere about, how to ensure that your dog is having the best time on their walk or whatever it may be, and then have that information linked back to you. Okay. So let's move on next. So progressively improving our search engine optimization. So you can see the little diagram here. This is just a little example to see how that process kind of works. So you can see we kind of start here with the research. So research main keywords using various tools, analytics, and competitor analysis. Structure, develop structure for keywords on each page. So, find the right spot for them. Put the harder ones in the footer, put the more front-facing ones in the URL, and then make sure that the copyright is cohesive, right? So optimize each page for main keywords. So on-site SEO. Link building, just trying to find appropriate places to index your hyperlinks and your information to link back to yourself. So search engines take time to update links and keywords. So you want to keep going because you may add something this week and it underperform for 3 weeks and then it become amazing on the 4th week or something like that. So you want to give them some time to, justify and run their course and then assess a few weeks later with how that is working out. Okay. So analyze rankings and traffic. As search engines update, the traffic increases, look into rankings and traffic to analyze results. So we always want to kind of analyze and see what is important, which one is performing best under which category, because that can kind of lead us to the future to understand how we can build high level, more efficient keywords from those results. Okay. So I got lots of free tools for you guys here. So let's talk about these a little bit. So this is called Answer the Public. So search engine optimization is a part of your business that will always be developing and changing. We will always be progressively building and improving your existing SEO. There are plenty of free tools that you can use to optimize your efforts at improving your search engine optimization. One of those free tools is Answer the Public. This tool is used to stimulate the mind into proper line of thought that leads to high-level keywords. So what are we looking at here? So on the website, you'll get to the website and they will ask you to enter a term. So you can see in the middle here that I've actually entered coffee. So you can see what it's doing is on the very outer rim, it's giving you the main question. So when, why, who, where, are, which, will, what, can, and how. So these are the 5 questions surrounding, or more than 5. These are the main questions surrounding this topic. So on the inner circle for each section, it gives you kind of a sentence structure for how that keyword would be built into a proper question surrounding that question. So you can see, let's take a look at it a couple examples. So under the can section, the number 1 is you can see is, can coffee cause acne? Can coffee cause constipation? Can coffee go bad? And then if we go down to when, you can see when coffee meets bagel, when coffee and cake compete. So these are related to the topics itself and things that are surrounding that topic. But it really shows you how you can build keywords in a proper structure that resembles what the person is actually Googling, not just what you think they're Googling. This is kind of puts you more in that mindset and makes you a little bit more sure. Okay. So let's go to the next tool here. So Siteliner. Siteliner is used to do a relatively quick scan of your website to uncover any forward-facing errors that may be causing your website to be considered less ideal than others. Some of these factors are load speed, average page size, number of words per page, duplicate content, and inbound and outbound links. So that information that Siteliner provides is based on all of our considerations that Google uses to evaluate a website's authority on pertaining topics. So good authority means that Google sees your website as a valuable resource on this topic and will push your website for related queries. So someone asks a question, Google determines what that question is and like what information is required to answer that question. And if your website has good authority on that topic, Google says, okay, this is appropriate to answer that question, right? And then you're pushed as a search result for them. So you can see here that basically what's going to happen on this website is you're going to throw your URL for your website in there, and then you're just going to do a quick little scan, and it's going to pull up and show you some like front-facing, really forward, easy to fix errors that may be on your website. So it'll show you like duplicate content is going to be something that we don't want. Google sees too much Google or duplicate content as redundant, and it takes it as a large negative when it determines and it's assessing your website and the validity and what kind of authority it has. So that's something that, we want to keep to, under 25, 30% kind of area. There's always going to be duplicate content that you can't remove. Like your footer is always going to carry duplicate content, your titles, your menus, those are all going to be, there's going to be things, words around your business, like it might be, insurance or something like that, that's going to be incorporated in a lot of phrases that's going to be duplicated. So, I mean, there's always going to be a relative amount, but just try to keep it low as possible. So yeah, I think other than that, SiteLearner is really good. It's definitely something that you can jump on, use right away for low time effort for high change impact. Okay. So Canva is a free to use platform that allows users to create projects using a templated system that this platform allows you to create all types of content in a seamless and easy way. Canva can elevate your online presence, whether that be through social media posts, product images, or any type of consumer facing marketing. A great example of what you can accomplish with Canva is this presentation. This entire presentation was created on Canva. So you can see here, the presentation was made on Canva. It's really easy to use, to be honest with you. You can get a lot done for like relatively low learning expense because like if you want to use something like Photoshop or one of those more high level programs, it's very intricate and there's a lot that goes into it. This is going to be, a lot easier to use for most people. Everything is templated. There is two different levels of membership. There's the free level and then there's the paid premium. But again, I would recommend using the free version. And if you like it, the paid version is extremely affordable. It's really low cost, so it's something that it's very easily arguable as good. Questions. So, do we have any questions about today? Let me pull this up. What's going on here? Mm. Okay. So, does anyone have questions? Sorry, I'm going to open the chat now so I can see everything. So, if you have questions, just raise your hand, and we can talk about it, or you can type in chat. Doesn't look like we have any questions. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you guys with some information then. So, some relevant information. The Digital Service Squad is me. I'm always available for assistance for anyone that needs it. You can reach out to the county. You can reach out to me directly. We can help you with, just kind of any kind of like digital issues that you're having with your business, whether it be website, social media, marketing. If you just want a little bit of help or someone to, kind of assist you through something, we're always there to help you. There's lots of resources available to you guys through the Economic Development and Tourism Department at the Haldimand County. So I would highly recommend if you're doing anything with your business that you could see yourself needing assistance with, reach out, see what's available to you, and just take advantage. Okay, guys? Other than that, I think that's everything. It was really nice to see you guys here. I hope to see you or hear from you guys in the future if I don't already work with you guys. If I do, I'm sure you guys know, and I will see you soon. Okay? Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Cole. Thank you, Heather. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to end it here. And yeah, take care, everybody. Okay?